Alright, so we just saw the King Kong trailer. The new King Kong trailer.
A Kong Skull Island trailer.
Yeah. What'd you think of it?
That looks really good. One thing you notice, as opposed to all the other King Kong movies, this is the biggest Kong we've ever seen, ever before.
Really? You think he's bigger than one from Peter Jackson?
Oh yeah.
Because he fought like a T-Rex and shit on like
I know, but
on equal footing.
Over here, T-Rex will reach this Kong's knee. The reason for that is because they did announce a King Kong versus Godzilla movie.
Also, they want to make them equal size so they can actually fight each other?
Yeah, exactly.
But how would that even work? Because King Kong is technically just a gorilla, just bigger. Wouldn't the atomic breath rip right through him? Like, instantly just... Like, how's that even a fight? What's the fight, 10 seconds? They appear, he just shoots his blood, dead?
Well, knowing them, because Godzilla is pretty much a good guy in the last movie.
Oh.
And this one... It'll be the Batman v Superman of monster movies. They'll fight for a bit, and then they'll team up against some other monster. Probably Doomsday.
I hope it was actually Mothra.
Yeah, Mothra's a good monster though.
Oh yeah.
Mothra gets summoned by those two like twins.
Yeah, from
Mars.
Out, yeah.
Yeah, and probably King Ghidorah.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. But yeah, no, this movie looks really good.
Yeah, I'm surprised how good it looks. But this movie, it looks like they want to do like a whole universe.
Yeah.
Like they have a bunch of setups right. You see a bunch of different monsters, different sizes. There's some things called the skull crawlers, which dig out of the ground, so they might go underground.
It looks like giant lizards. Basically, especially when we saw that giant water buffalo, as opposed to the original King Kong.
Everything else is pretty much the same size.
Everything's the same. You see some T-Rexes running around for some reason.
That was weird.
And then you have a giant gorilla. From the looks of it, maybe they could explain in this that it was probably maybe some radiation or something.
It could be, because you see a bunch of dead
making
Kongs.
Animals like giant size. So as a way to explain it. Now, the way as soon as they mentioned those skull crawlers, they show like that giant hole in the ground.
Yeah.
It looked really reminiscent of the Mudos from Godzilla.
Maybe they're trying to tie it together?
Yeah, no, I could definitely see them tying it together like that.
Yeah, so trying to say this is one universe, that the King Kong universe exists in the Godzilla universe?
Yep.
And King Kong is similar to Godzilla, that he was created through radiation?
Yes, exactly. It makes
I'm just
perfect
kind of
sense.
happy that they're not making the whole bullshit where like King Kong falls in love with the girl.
Oh, with the girl, it's like, and then they bring him to New York, and then
they kill the beast.
He gets killed by the airplanes.
Yeah.
No, they're making King Kong a badass.
Yeah, he really looks cool.
Oh hell yeah! And then there's a lot of good actors in this movie.
Yeah, John C. McGinley, I think, is the perfect cast for a comedic role.
Who, John C. Reilly?
Yeah, John C. Reilly.
Those scenes look funny as hell.
They're called skull crawlers. Why are they called that?
He's like,
I don't know. Actually,
say that out loud. That's not stupid. You just call it whatever you want.
See, that's funny. I actually enjoy that.
And then you have John Goodman in it.
Oh, it's a good. He's a great villain. He's always a good villain.
And
Tom Hiddleston.
Loki. Basically doing anything else. Saying like, I don't want to be Loki.
You're Loki, bro.
Yeah.
You'll always be Loki.
But honestly, only role if he gets that'll maybe make people forget about Loki if it's somehow he does get cast as James Bond. Because like apparently his
villain.
As James Bond.
I can't see that. He looks like a villain.
Well, apparently his name is in the running.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'd be kind of.
I could see it.
Well, no, I can definitely see it, but just like he's been the villain, so he's been such a good villain. It's kind of hard to see him.
Of course.
Even here, it seems like the dick guy who's gonna try to help Kong at first, and he betrays him, and then he finds out the error of his ways.
Yeah. Now I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be Samuel Jackson versus Kong.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because he always fights everything at the end.
Of course. Fucking Kong is gonna be like just stomping his chest, going up to him, and Samuel Jackson's like, "Do it, motherfucker! I dare you!"
Pulls out two guns, starts shooting him for some reason.
That's the Matrix. Oh man.
But it looks really good. And I actually enjoy the storyline that they're building. Like, oh, we're just dropping our bombs. You dropping bombs on the time? Scientific
experiments. We're trying to map this.
That's
and that's what leads to Kong
awaking,
or not even awaking, but just like being violent, attacking them. Because John C. Reilly explains it. It's like, Kong is the king of the island. He's the natives' gods.
Yeah.
And he's a good king. He keeps to himself. He doesn't bother anybody. But when you start throwing bombs in his islands, you're picking a fight.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely right.
Actually, I enjoy this more than what Peter Jackson tried to do. He just had to do a shot-for-shot remake of the original for 4 hours.
That's the problem with the Peter Jackson remake of King Kong, is that like he wanted to be so exact like the last movie. He basically made a boring movie. Yeah. Like nothing happens, especially in the beginning.
Oh, there's nothing. I think the girl gets kidnapped.
And then how do you cast Jack Black in a movie and not make him funny?
That is a sin against cinema. Okay, maybe he could be a dramatic actor. Maybe he has some dramatic chops in him. But he's funny. That's it. All you do is funny. Just stay funny.
He's a funny fat guy. That's his whole career.
Yeah, he's a funny fat guy.
But yeah, no, like that movie was terrible. Obviously this one's more of an action film. I don't think they're going to do the whole story where they bring him to New York.
Probably not. I don't think it's to say on that island.
Yeah, I think like at the end of this movie, they're just gonna leave, and he's just gonna stay there.
Yeah, it's either that could happen, or I'm thinking that it's gonna be Kong and the heroes versus the army, and then they push the army back.
Or do you think that they leave and like he swims after them?
Maybe not some of that. Maybe they blow up the island, and that's what causes him to become more like go after them himself. So it's not like he's taken out of his island. He's willingly going after them. Like, you destroyed half my island. Now I'm gonna level your island.
Yeah.
And then that's maybe how he gets to fight with Godzilla, because Godzilla thinks, okay, now we have another monster trying to attack my home, so I'm gonna stop him.
We had the same guy from the first movie. Let them fight. It's like, no, that's a terrible idea.
That's a horrible idea.
The city of Los Angeles is gonna be destroyed. Let them fight. So I had to find a way to kill Bryan Cranston again.
God damn, why do they keep killing him off? He's such a good actor.
Actually, you know what's funny? Especially with Tom Hiddleston being cast in Kong, how basically Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch were in Godzilla.
Yeah.
And now we have Loki and Kong. So basically, like, all the actors that are in the Marvel movies just pop up into...
It doesn't be somebody in the crowd like, Loki's a part of King Kong? Is he a part of Infinity Wars? Yes. Is he King Kong standing in Infinity Wars?
Actually, it's funny. One of the funniest memes that was like spreading around when Godzilla first came out is... Alright, so remember at the time, and Marvel still does this now, but they don't say it as specifically. Because like when Civil War finished, you see the very last scene that says Spider-Man will return, or Doctor Strange when it finished, Doctor Strange will return. Before that, they will say Captain America will return in Avengers. Somebody said, oh, the ending, the after credit scene for Godzilla got leaked, and it's just a black picture with the words saying Godzilla will return in Avengers. Which it has happened before.
Really? They had Godzilla?
Yeah, they had Godzilla versus the Avengers, a comic back in the early 90s, because Marvel had the rights for the Godzilla comics, so they put them against the Avengers.
Why not?
Apparently, in one of the shots is Godzilla doing a test of strength with Thor. You see, he's trying to push the building down, but Thor's trying to keep the building up, and they're going back and forth.
Who won that fight?
Godzilla.
Wow, a god lost to Godzilla.
Oh. Godzilla. So
is that just more like a name, not really what he is? Is that a species?
I mean, you're gonna argue with him?
With the fictional monster? No.
Exactly.
I don't think I can even win that fight.
So he wins.
Wait, this movie looks really good. I'm actually enjoying this. It looks like harkens back to like 1960 Vietnam movies with some of 2016, but they're still keeping it like you don't know what time zone it's in, which I like that.
Yeah,
I mean, it could be 2016.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it just seems like there's nothing but action, just a little bit of talking, just to sort of push the plot along.
Yeah, and it's from what we've seen, it's really good CG in the trailer as well.
Kong looks great. The monsters look amazing. That water buffalo looks really good.
Looked amazing.
I want to see what the hell that's about. I really hope it's not just like a throwaway scene.
I think it is just a throwaway scene. Like they're like wandering around to see the water buffalo walking around. They're like, holy shit!
I think it'd be cool
if like big here.
If like the chick is like drinking water out of the river, and then they hear like rumbling, and then they look up, and then you see the water buffalo just slowly comes out of the water, and it's just like, damn, that's big. I kind of hope that's what happens.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this movie, even though I still hope they don't ruin the original movie. They never say that it's
well. This has nothing to do with the original.
Even though it has almost everything.
I mean, yeah, it's
Skull
same
Island,
property, Skull Island, but I think they're just, as you saw with the whole thing with the skull crawlers, they're doing an original.
Yeah,
story.
I've never heard of skull crawlers in any of the King Kong movies.
Yeah, no, so they're not. They're basically doing superhero King Kong as opposed to the Beauty and the Beast love story of the original King Kong.
Yeah, because we already have that. It's called Beauty and the Beast.
Or the original King Kong.
Yeah, but that was... If you ever see that movie, it's more of an animation breakthrough as opposed to like a movie. It's like more on the animation, because they never did that before. That was the first time they ever did stop animation in a movie. So it was more of like a technological advancement as opposed to a movie advancement. If you kind of get that.
Actually, you just gave me a good idea, man. Just imagine Beauty and the Beast remade, but the Beast was King Kong.
That size or just a gorilla?
Yeah, no, that size. A giant gorilla in a blue suit.
What did he like crush her head when he's caressing her face, or just crush it?
Yeah. Or I mean, the dancing in the ballroom with a giant gorilla.
Just to shatter the building.
Like Grape Ape from the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. But yeah, overall this looks really good.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this movie.